Your trekking adventure to the Everest Base Camp begins here at Lukla Airport. After about 40 minutes of domestic flight from the Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu, you will arrive at the Lukla Airport located in the Solukhumbu District of Koshi Province of Nepal. The Lukla Airport isn't like any other normal domestic airport. This airport is located at an altitude of approximately 2,945 meters. The altitude isn't that interesting. There are 40-plus airports located higher than Lukla Airport. The real deal here is the geography of this airport. Lukla Airport is surrounded by mountains on all sides. On the one side of the airport lies the solid stone wall, while on the other side is a 600-meter cliff. To top that, Lukla Airport has only one runway, which is just 527 meters long and 20 meters wide, making it one of the shortest runways in the world. Look at the size comparison between Tribhuvan International Airport and Lukla Airport. The TIA is about 3,050 meters long and 45 meters wide, compared to Lukla's 527 meters long and 20 meters wide runway. Quick note, the runway is also tilted at a 12-degree slope from north to south, which makes flight landings and takeoff very difficult. Hence, only small aircraft like the Twin Otter and Dornier 228 or helicopters operate in Lukla Airport. The weather also plays a huge factor in this airport. It is very unpredictable. The weather often becomes cloudy, and strong winds make flight landings difficult in the afternoons. Hence, most flights to Lukla take place early in the morning. All these factors account for Lukla Airport being tagged as one of the most dangerous airports in the world. That's why the pilots who fly into Lukla are among the most experienced. They undergo extensive training and have years of experience navigating the unique conditions of this airport. Only the most skilled pilots fly in this route, ensuring that each landing and takeoff is as safe as possible. The Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal, CAAN, rules state that the pilots flying to from Lukla must have at least 1 year of flying experience in short takeoff and landing airports, or in short STOL airports in Nepal, completed at least 100 STOL flights, and flown to Lukla 10 times under a certified pilot. The approach to Lukla is tricky because there's no go-around option. Once committed, the pilot must land. Also, there is no air navigation or radar system at Lukla Airport. There is a use of radio communication for landing and takeoffs. For landing, pilots begin their approach by aligning the aircraft with the narrow 527-meter runway. Pilots rely on visual flight rules, VFR, for landing, as Lukla lacks advanced navigation equipment. This means that they must be able to see the runway and surrounding terrain clearly from their cockpit to land safely. Pilots must be prepared for a quick transition from descent to landing on the short runway, ensuring they can stop the aircraft effectively despite the reduced air resistance at high altitudes. The upward slope of the runway assists in decelerating the aircraft after touchdown, but pilots must still execute a precise landing to avoid overshooting the runway. Now for takeoffs. Pilots carefully align their aircraft with the 527-meter runway, which slopes upwards at approx. 12% gradient. They then apply full power, using the uphill slope to assist in generating lift. As the aircraft reaches its rotation speed, the pilot pulls back on the control column to lift the nose and become airborne. Due to the steep drop-off at the end of the runway, the aircraft quickly gains lift after clearing the edge. But the question is, why was the Lukla Airport built in such a place where the landing and takeoffs are so difficult? It was Sir Edmund Hillary, one of the first people to reach the Everest summit, who supervised the construction of this airport. Initially, he wanted to build this airport on flatter farmlands, but the farmers refused to give up their land. This forced Edmund to buy this land to build the airport in its current position. It's been reported that Hillary was dissatisfied with the soil resistance of the runway, so he decided to purchase local liquor for the Sherpas and asked them to do a foot-stomping dance to compact the ground for the runway. This airport, built in 1964, was paved only in 2001. In 2008, the Nepal government changed the official name of the Lukla Airport to Tenzing Hillary Airport. Despite the dangerous nature of the airport, in 2023, a total of 133,274 people, the majority of them tourists, used Lukla Airport. That indicates the airport is much safer than before as more and more people are traveling back and forth to Lukla with ease. thanks to the skilled pilots and ground staff.